So you work with a lot of e-commerce sellers. I know you talk to a lot of e-commerce sellers, a lot of which are in doing private label. What are some of the common mistakes that you see, or some of the maybe success stories of people who are really crushing it with private label?
Well, especially in response, this is timely because of the theme of your podcast, but we get in our own way, right? That's like one of the biggest struggles we see is all of us, for the most part, started out as a hobby, as a side hustle, right? So in our mind, our business is a hobby or a side hustle, and we think small, we don't think big. And the other thing that we do is we become perfectionists. We become control freaks because it's our business, because we started it, because we had to bootstrap this and do it ourselves, and everything's got to be perfect. And then we hit this ceiling because there's only so much we can do, right? So I tell people all the time, find a business partner, find a mentor, go network with people, because you can't do it all. You've got to learn. You've got to augment your strengths. You've got to figure out like what other people can do better than you, and you can swap time with them at something you're faster at, like all of these different principles. And another huge one is building a team. And that is one of the scariest things that you can do, that you have to do when building a business, but you have to do it because otherwise you've only got so many hours a day. You've only got so many skill sets. And, you know, whether you build your team with business partners or with virtual assistants or physical on the ground employees here with you. And I've done all of it. I've got all of those things. You're never going to get past that ceiling. You're never going to start scaling. And some of the most successful business owners that I've met, that I'm personally friends with and kind of in our inner circle, are those that realized that they needed to gain some humility, right? And that humility being, I can't do it all, right? And I can't control everything. And there are some things I really suck at, and I need to find someone better than me. I don't know computer coding at all. That's why we hire VAs to do all of our back-end technical work. Do I have a clue what they're doing? No, they just do it. But it had to take me, this maturity and this gaining of wisdom to realize, hey, it's better for me to just let somebody else start handling this than me try to screw it up myself. You know what I mean?
Tim, what do you look for when you're hiring someone in terms of not the skill? Obviously, that depends on what you're looking for, but in the actual person.
So I look for the ability to learn, right? I used to try to hire experts. And the problem with experts is they think they know everything. And I would rather have someone that has an exceptionally good attitude, an exceptionally good team loyalty, team focus, someone that can learn quickly so that, if something comes up, they can figure it out themselves and learn quickly. All of those things as opposed to an extremely high skill set, because every business is different. So if I hire somebody with 10 years experience in digital marketing, but they come into my brands and we're trying to get them to do digital marketing for our brands, they don't understand what we're doing. And it's like we're beating our heads against the wall trying to get them to relearn everything. And right now there are so many resources out there. There are so many educational resources where if you hire a good employee, whether they're virtual or not, you can get them trained. And they can become just tremendous assets to your business. But I think it's more of like a character and attitude thing that's more important than like a skill set.
What do you think the e-commerce businesses should be hiring maybe first or second? Where should people get started in their hiring process?
So e-commerce businesses, so selling products, the two things that you need to outsource first are